Joycey and Emerald on the comms for this. Just bear with me.
I'm not anymore. Hello!
Hello. Yeah, we're all good. Thanks, James. So, we're here for the All Nottingham Grand Finals of the Sheffield Weekly, brought to you by two Knots commentators as well.
Hello! Yes, if you were expecting a Sheffield event, then too bad, friends. So it's worth pointing out this is the third best of 5 that they have played in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, maybe 25, 26,
Yep.
but yeah, about a day, you know. And we're already off to a pretty explosive start. Two stocks taken in the first minute. Third stock nearly being taken, but not quite being able to take the kill. Good DI coming out by Degalla.
So it's worth pointing out that this went down to the wire in winners finals.
It did, yeah.
It's been something where Degalla for a very long time has described himself as like the better the player, the better he plays. And we can see it already, even though it was a pretty decisive start for Zenatti, it feels like Degalla has just like stomped his way back into this game. But there is an entire stock lead at the moment here to make up for.
Yeah, for sure. And the thing that we really need to look out for from Degalla here is not going for high committal options. That's been his weakness all day. It's why he lost winners finals. Going for the side Bs in neutral, don't want to see it. I want to see spacing. I want to see a much slower paced game. And unfortunate SD coming out of Zenatti right there.
Yeah, I feel like Zenatti was maybe trying to get that perfect sweet spot, but that pressure from Degalla just forcing him to recover a little bit lower than he wanted. And this is where things get really scary. And oh, that back air from Degalla actually extending his hurt box and losing him game 1 for it.
And that's also how he lost game 5 of winners finals. So,
it's so hard. It's so hard to, you know, in those situations, you want to throw that button on the way back down. But in the same vein, it can lead to your demise sometimes.
we are going straight into game 2. No pause by these players. And we'll have to see if Degalla can adapt to what Zenatti's throwing at him. And here we go. Zenatti coming straight out of the gate with a side B. Well punished by Degalla. Another side B coming out. Zenatti's just really wanting to, I don't really know, rack on some percent with some weird moves, but not working. And Degalla's starting to get something together, but the foresight gets Zenatti out of a difficult situation. Goes for the tech read with the down smash, but doesn't quite get it correctly. And all of a sudden, this is looking for an extensive lead from Degalla on this first stop.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the switch into Pyra here. I feel as if when Degalla is at these such high percents, we're seeing it right now, the switch back to Mythra, but it's still quite an interesting option, and I feel like that lost him a lot of moments in neutral, and already the first stock taken by Degalla.
Yeah, good adaptation by Degalla. Very similar to how winners finals went down, to be honest. I think the switch for Pyra was trying to get out of a combo using the immunity and then getting stuck as that character, not really finding a way back. Ooh.
And we're seeing already a couple more of these hard committal options. That counter was a really nice idea, anticipating the aggressive option down at a disadvantage, but in the same vein, it led Zenatti to get a much bigger punish than if Degalla, say, just stop there, and we've got these up air drag downs trying to get something going here. Good stuff from Degalla, and again, these counters are not really working out so far, but Zenatti did manage to get some kind of punish.
Hey, he didn't manage to find the punish there. I felt like he definitely had an S-Smash read, and there's a third counter! This just isn't it, and I understand that Degalla has a lead and he's feeling himself right now, but you can't, just because you've got a lead doesn't mean you should be going for these high committal options. If this was an even game, we'd be criticizing really badly right now.
And the thing is with Zenatti in particular is that in advantage, Zenatti is so good at both pushing it as far as he can, but then also waiting at these moments where he knows that his opponent has got to push a button. And I think that's the thing. Degalla may have gone for that third counter, or was like the no mix-up. Fourth time is the charm there. But even then, on the fourth time, after these hard punishes, in the grand scheme of things, Emerald, he didn't really get much out of it.
He didn't. He just sent Zenatti off stage, didn't manage to keep him there, and it's all tied up. It just doesn't feel like the right option to extend your lead or anything, really. And if Degalla keeps putting out these options, I feel like Zenatti's going to get better at punishing them. These leads are going to get bigger and bigger. And there's another one. Gets grabbed, gets thrown off stage. We're in a ledge situation. Doesn't go for the down there. Ooh, Degalla smartly just gets out of the corner. And now we're in a reverse situation. Go for the fair. It does manage to catch it with the rising fair. Very nice stock taken right there.
Such good awareness from Degalla, knowing that Zenatti had to jump at that point. You know, they had the couple of switches between Pyra and Mythra to try and get something going, and maybe hoping that Degalla would just jump back to stage and try and get a ledge trap going. But Degalla, knowing at that point that Zenatti had to jump in that situation, exploiting Pyra and Mythra's, and it's not arguable, their biggest weakness as a character. And this is the thing, Zenatti, although he hasn't had too much percent put on, he's still struggling to get something started, and this is where things can get really scary. 170%, and finally a back air lands the kill.
Yeah, that was a lot. Zenatti struggled with that kill a lot more than I ever expected to see. But we are back at Mythra now, and Mythra combos can easily even up this percent, as we've just seen 9% in it now. Zenatti managing to hold stage control, but Degalla's wrestled it right back out of it. So who knows what's going on in this last stock?
Yeah, and we can see again there are a couple of these quite committal options, and I can understand the logic behind why Degalla's going for them, but in the same vein, it's oh my god, but not being off stage far enough of the game, offering us a little bit of false hope for Zenatti there. But this is all the way down to the wire, and we can see Degalla's shield getting lower and lower, just getting out of that situation completely, trying to collide, and lovely reaction there to the rapid jab, and suddenly Mythra's off stage, and Pyra finishes the job for the duo, and what seemed to be an equalizer in Degalla's hands turns into a mountain as Zenatti takes game 2.
That was sloppy. In all honesty, there's not a lot to say about that. Degalla came out, looked really good stock 1, and then, I don't know, got in some image of how he wanted to play the rest of the game, and I just can't get on board with that vision he had.
Yeah, it feels as if Degalla has got the right reads, but I think he needs to almost take a leaf out of Zenatti's book. And it's advice he's been giving a lot of people, myself included, where like, you just need to wait. You just need these moments where, okay, yes, don't get me wrong, you could go for that hard read, and if it works, great. If it doesn't work, you're taking so much more damage, and particularly with Greninja, where realistically, it's the side B and the up B that are the major mix-ups. If you pull them out too early, like you're 2 games down in a reset, and it feels like you've shown the ace that's been up your sleeve this entire time.
Zenatti just managing to get back to that. I think Degalla might have saved it.
I think he did, and that's the terrifying part. And the down air to up air, tried and true, tale as old as time, and Zenatti looking strong in this potential final game of the tournament.
Yeah, Zenatti's like, thank you for that gift. I'm gonna, you know, give myself my own present. Just takes that stock lead, and now already racking up the percent. Does counter coming over through, but does miss the hitbox. Now we're in a scrappy offstage situation. Pyra is still out in a disadvantaged situation. Does manage to air dodge back to the ledge. Can they reset to neutral? Do they even want to reset to neutral? I'm not sure they do. Pyra down tilt coming out. No true confirm at that point, but just drifts into the up air. And this is a mountain to climb. 2 stocks, 2 games. Make that 1 stock, 2 games.
And finally managing to get, honestly, in the grand scheme of what Zenatti's been giving him, a bit of a freebie there, just getting that jab reset. I feel like Zenatti has began to start that mix-up between I'm going to start waiting and I'm going to start preempting. And it's really scary because Degalla has got maybe about 30% to adapt, and it doesn't matter when Zenatti says, you know what, it's time to go home, and Zenatti decisively wins yet another Sheffield Weekly. Incredible stuff to him.
And you know what Zenatti said to me before the set is, I just know when Degalla is gonna pick an aggressive option. He just knew.
Yeah.
He charged the up smash like there's no way this Greninja's not gonna end up in it.
I think that's the scary part, is that, like, you know, it's when a player like Zenatti doesn't just do the whole, okay, well, I'm going to cover this option because you've got to have it. He's that next level ahead where it's like, okay, well, you've gone for this twice, but you haven't gone for this option at all. So I'm going to cover this instead. And mixing in particularly his reaction time mixed in with that really, really solid grasp on when to go for those aggressive options, when to anticipate your opponent's aggressive options. I mean, we all know how good Zenatti is, and he just, you know, bit of a showcase there in Grand Finals.
Yeah. Very good player.
He is.
Weeklies, 2 days. He's on a roll.
Yep.
But thank you very much for listening and joining us. I think that will wrap up today's weekly.
And of course, go for it.
Congratulations to Zenatti, but
Yes.
also congratulations to Degalla, managing to overcome some hurdles that I know coming in he wasn't sure he could do, and congratulations to General Scales for rounding out that top 3.
Yep, absolutely. And of course, if you enjoyed this gameplay from Sheffield and potentially from Nottingham as well, don't know whether we'll be here next week, but certainly tune in every single week. This is one of the longest running weeklies we have got in the UK, and it is a damn good weekly. If you are nearby the Sheffield area, make sure you get down to Meltdown at Sheffield. It is a wonderful, beautiful weekly to go to.
And that's start.gg/meltingpoint. Get yourself down here.
I'm glad you knew the start GG because I did not. But yeah, get yourself down. It's a great weekly. It's a wonderful place to be. And take it easy, friends. Oh, force of habit.